Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside Report for this past week of September 7th through the 13th. So another busy week here across the state of Kentucky in your auction barns and markets. But this market got a little bit softer. You saw your board get kind of funky. You saw a lot of volatility in there, and even had a day or two where it was limit down or right there at limit down. But the good news is it looks like this week currently that we're in, this market's trying to rally back and gain back some of that ground that we lost this past week. Let's talk about last week again. We're going to call your feeder steers steady to $6 lower. Some instances, $12 lower. Your heifer cattle steady to $5 lower there. And yearlings, call them mixed, but they were just a little bit softer. You're seeing a lot of demand on these weaned and preconditioned type cattle because it is starting to get into that time where these cattle get sick rather quickly. So let's talk about what these little things are worth. So your lightweight steers, your 3 weights, they topped off at $5.52. Your 4-weight steers, call those $4.20 to $4.40 as an average there. They topped off at $5.12.50. Your 5-weight steers, $3.85 to $4 there is an average. They topped off at $4.40. And your big 6-weight steers, $3.60 to $3.80 as an average there. They topped off at $4.19.50. Now, talk about these loads. Lighter test on your 8-weight loads this past week. You saw a lot of 7s and 9s and even some 6s that traded quite well. But here's your 8-weights. Here's 63 head of black steers, weighed 804 on the average at 377 flat. Now, I will say this was at the first side of the week before the board started getting a little funky. Now, here's another set, 60 head of these, 821 at 363, and that's going to be kind of more of your average that we saw for the week. Another set, 62 head of these will be mixed steers now, mixed 845 on the average at 346. And close off some heavyweights, guys. 60 head of mixed steers. It's going to be blacks and Charlotte crosses and reds. 906 on the average at 328. So that's what's going on in your cash. Now, as far as your CME feeder cattle index, it kind of took a steady decline, as we would expect with this drop in the market. Monday the 8th, your CME feeder cattle index, 365.86. Tuesday the 9th, 365.47. Wednesday the 10th, 363.48. Thursday the 11th, 363.08. And we closed off soft on Friday the 12th at 362.15. So that's what's going on with the cash market. That's what's going on with your CME feeder cattle index. If you've got any questions about any of this information or you're interested in an LRP policy, really, guys, there is no better time than right now to invest in one of those. Feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116. Or call Cole Clark at 859-865-2980 or check them out on the web, www.superioragins.com. As always, thank you so much. Have a great week. Enjoy these cool mornings. Talk to you next week.